Imagine you finally sit down to reflect on your life choices, sifting through your desires and aversions. You take a deep breath, confronting the metrics that guide your behavior, what drives you to chase wealth or status, and what that really costs you. As thoughts swirl, you remember the ancient wisdom. A moment's clarity can cut through the fog of anxiety, revealing that the true measure of success isn't in figures, but in the peace you cultivate within. The journey is not about securing a distant dream, but about embracing the present, recognizing what you truly need versus what you merely want. Picture this. You sit in a small, cozy cafe, the aroma of coffee enveloping you, and you jot down your freedom number. It begins as a gentle reminder of what truly matters in life. You realize how often you've equated wealth with happiness, yet here, surrounded by simplicity and warmth, you understand the freedom of choosing joy over possessions. Your heart feels lighter as the weight of societal expectations begins to fade. The concept of freedom dances in your mind, intertwining with the values you've penned. You reflect on the Stoic philosophy that guides you, affirming that true wealth lies not in accumulation, but in intentional living. As you sip your coffee, you imagine what life could be like if you lived with clarity and purpose, prioritizing choices that align with your values. The idea of reduced dependence on material possessions inspires you to explore voluntary discomfort, practicing simplicity to embrace the space that self-sufficiency can create. You can visualize the possibilities unfolding, where each day feels less like a chore and more like an opportunity for growth and connection. Your aspirations shift, no longer shackled by the need for external validation. Instead, your focus pivots to crafting a life filled with courage and integrity. Suddenly, you find yourself in a conversation with friends, sharing these revelations, igniting discussions about ambition versus contentment, and elevating the discourse around wealth into an exploration of living virtuously. This transformational dialogue reinforces your resolve and furthers your commitment to living authentically. With newfound clarity, you begin to draft your commitments, each one a small yet potent declaration of autonomy. The first is straightforward yet profound. Define your enough clearly, ensuring it reflects your true values and priorities. You take a moment to ponder what this truly means, resisting the urge to inflate the number based on fleeting desires or societal pressures. Next, you choose your voluntary discomfort, settling on preparing meals simply, embracing the flavors of minimalism while savoring the joy of self-sufficiency. Finally, you pinpoint one expense to cut, perhaps the subscription that no longer serves you well, and one investment in your education that will yield long-term benefits. As you write these commitments down, you feel the weight of anxiety lift, replaced by the invigorating energy of purpose. You envision a life where every decision is steeped in virtue, steering you toward freedom rather than restraint. Embracing this journey, you awaken to the fact that wealth and happiness can coexist, yet it is a life governed by virtue that truly enhances your spirit. The next morning, with the sun peeking through the window, you notice a shift in your perspective. Instead of rushing through your routine, you approach each task with intention, savoring the simplicity of your actions. You prepare breakfast mindfully, appreciating the nourishment provided by basic ingredients. As you sit down to eat, you ponder the Stoic practice of premeditation of adversity. Imagining potential setbacks, you courageously commit to proactive measures, transforming anxiety into a blueprint for resilience. This mental rehearsal empowers you to tackle challenges confidently. Each small moment, whether sipping tea or planning your day, becomes an exercise in awareness. You recognize that cultivating a peaceful mind, free from financial anxiety, is a daily commitment, enriching your understanding of what it truly means to be free. With this newfound awareness, you embark on your journey of deliberate actions, feeling lighter with each step. The commitments you've penned become your guideposts, nudging you toward a lifestyle aligned with your values. You embrace your chosen discomfort, experimenting with simple meals and relishing the flavors of honesty on your plate, free from distractions of elaborate preparations. As the days pass, you notice your contentment deepen, like roots digging into fertile soil, producing a quiet joy that transcends material wealth. Each evening, you engage in your nightly reflection, pondering your desires and the choices that serve or hinder your path. By consciously evaluating your day, you reinforce your dedication to living in accordance with virtue, slowly reshaping your life into one where freedom thrives. You realize that while the world around you may continue to whirl with external pressures, you are crafting an oasis of tranquility within. At this point in your journey, you find yourself appreciating the beauty of simplicity. You have grown accustomed to the rhythm of living intentionally, your focus shifting from what you lack to the abundance of life's small, meaningful moments. One sunny afternoon, while taking a leisurely walk, you notice the vibrant colors of flowers lining the street, something you previously overlooked in your hurried pace. Each petal and leaf seems to echo the Stoic teachings you've embraced, reminding you that joy resides in presence and appreciation rather than in possession. As you reconnect with the world around you, you feel a sense of gratitude swell within, a profound realization that fulfillment is drawn from valuing experiences rather than accumulating material goods. Each moment spent appreciating life's simplicity further solidifies your commitment to this Stoic way of living, where freedom is not the absence of responsibility, but the presence of choice grounded in virtue. With this understanding, you gather your friends for a thoughtful discussion about these newfound values, eager to share the impact of your journey. As you all sit in the familiar cafe, the laughter and conversations flow easily, yet beneath it lies a deeper exploration of what each person defines as wealth. You propose a question that challenges the fabric of traditional views. What does true abundance mean to you? Each friend shares personal stories of moments when they felt the most free, revealing that wealth isn't just about financial gain, but rather the richness of experiences and connections. Through these dialogues, it becomes clear that a life lived aligned with one's principles generates not just freedom, but a profound sense of belonging and purpose, intertwining all of your lives together in the quest for greater fulfillment. As the weeks unfold, you discover the power of community in this transformative journey. In gatherings, the conversations deepen, flowing into discussions about voluntary simplicity and the joy of shared experiences. When you share your evening reflections, each story resonates, a testament to the richness woven into lives, lived authentically. Conversations buzz with excitement, challenging the norms that often bind people's perceptions of success. Friends ponder their freedom numbers, unveiling layers of personal values they hadn't fully recognized before, igniting collective curiosity about the nature of true wealth. Together, you explore practical methods to cultivate Stoic habits, each suggestion bringing practical steps that spark enthusiasm. Conversations turn into actions, as you all agree to undertake shared voluntary discomforts, like cooking together using basic ingredients or taking walks to appreciate nature. These activities, while simple, foster deep connections that replace the superficial pursuits of social status. Through laughter and collaboration, you nurture friendships that not only enhance your personal growth, but also contribute to a supportive network that embraces the Stoic philosophy of freedom rooted in virtue. And with each shared experience, the understanding that true wealth is found within, rather than in the endless chase for material gain, becomes more palpable among your circle. As the seasons change, so does your commitment to this transformative path. You find that volunteering in your community becomes a source of profound fulfillment, reinforcing the Stoic belief that virtue is indeed the highest good. Each interaction with those you help submits a gentle reminder that true wealth is in the service of others, in the laughter shared, and in the lessons learned. You begin to notice a ripple effect. As you embrace simplicity, those around you start to reflect on their definitions of abundance, sparking curiosity in a broader sphere. Your small adjustments in perspective continue to influence discussions as others begin to reevaluate their pursuits, seeking a connection to their inner values rather than external achievements. You realize that freedom is contagious, and with each shared experience, you cultivate a community grounded in shared ideals and mutual empowerment. Your heart swells with gratitude for the growth you've witnessed in yourself and those who have joined you on this journey. The essence of Stoic philosophy, character, resilience, and virtue, defines your existence, nurturing a deeper appreciation for life's simple pleasures. As the sun sets over your community, you gather with friends, the atmosphere charged with anticipation and inspiration. Each story shared becomes a thread in a tapestry of collective growth, reinforcing the journey you've all undertaken. One friend speaks of redefining success, focusing on personal well-being rather than traditional markers of achievement, while another shares her commitment to living out virtuous values through service projects. These conversations resonate deeply, revealing the essence of your shared evolution toward a life enriched by choices aligned with purpose. In this space of honesty and vulnerability, you recognize that your quest for freedom isn't just personal. It's a movement that touches everyone willing to listen and engage, reflecting the profound impact Stoic principles have had on your lives. Together, you pledge to continue this path, supporting each other in moments of doubt and celebrating victories, both small and large, as you keep striving to embody the Stoic ideal of freedom rooted in virtue. Embracing this transformative journey, you finally gather the courage to confront your fears head-on. You begin drafting a structured plan for your financial future, viewing it not as a task, but as an empowering blueprint for freedom. With each commitment outlined, your defined enough, your chosen discomforts, and your intentional investments, you feel those chains of anxiety and dependence loosen. You realize it's not about rejecting wealth, but understanding its true place in your life. You take a moment to breathe, reflecting on the wisdom of the Stoics that resonates within you. With newfound strength, you understand that embracing discipline today paves the way for serenity tomorrow. You now sit at the crossroads of a new beginning, emboldened by the principles of Stoic philosophy that have taken root in your daily life. Each choice you've made, the voluntary discomforts, the focus on simplicity, the communal discussions, has led you to a clearer understanding of what it truly means to thrive. As your friends continue to share their journeys, you feel a collective energy charged with possibility, like a shared current of virtue that binds you all together. Encouraged by this unity, you decide to create a collaborative project aimed at spreading these Stoic values further within your community. You outline a series of workshops focused on financial literacy, emotional resilience, and intentional living, eager to empower others through the wisdom you've gained. Each session aims to illuminate the pathway to freedom, defined not by wealth, but by the quality of choices and connections fostered among individuals. As you draft the framework, your heart swells with purpose, knowing that this endeavor will plant seeds of change and encourage broader conversations about true abundance. The journey you've embarked on is no longer confined to your own perspective. It has blossomed into a movement, a call to examine wealth through the lens of character, connection, and courage. This renewed mission solidifies the belief that freedom nurtures not only the self but also those around you, creating ripples that can inspire transformation in hearts and minds alike. With clearer vision and shared intentions, you stand ready to uphold the Stoic ideal, embracing resilience and virtue together, creating a community that revels in the profound truth. Freedom emerges when life is truly lived. As your workshops launch, the response from the community is overwhelming. Curiosity ignites discussions, and connections ripple through the room. Each participant arrives with their own understanding of wealth, eager to redefine their values, exploring the Stoic principles that have brought you clarity. You guide them through exercises that unveil their freedom numbers, encouraging everyone to share their stories and insights. The atmosphere buzzes with a shared desire to cultivate a life where virtue steers decisions, and anxiety gives way to empowerment. In one memorable session, a young man articulates his struggle with societal pressures, his unease transforming into a commitment to forge a path that prioritizes authenticity over appearance. You see the potential for collective transformation, affirming that true gains are not just in monetary wealth, but in the rich, interconnected lives being built. This realization deepens your commitment to spreading Stoic wisdom, anchoring each workshop in principles that promote resilience, courage, and intentional living, inspiring an ever-expanding circle of individuals ready to embrace their own freedom through virtue. As you embrace the momentum of your workshops, you recognize that creating a supportive environment is just as crucial as sharing knowledge. You decide to introduce a mentorship program, linking seasoned practitioners of Stoicism with newcomers eager to learn. This initiative fosters a deeper connection among participants, where experiences and wisdom circulate freely, ensuring that the values of simplicity, resilience, and character are continually reinforced. Each mentor-mentee pairing blossoms, nurturing a sense of accountability and community that amplifies the journey towards freedom, illustrating that together, progress is not only possible but profoundly enriching. In conclusion, your journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy has revealed that true wealth is measured not in possessions, but in the depth of character, the richness of connections, and the freedom to live aligned with your values. By fostering this awareness within yourself and your community, you are cultivating a legacy of resilience and virtue that transcends material bounds, inspiring others to seek fulfillment through simplicity, purpose, and conscious choices.